Hello and welcome back, my beautiful froggy army, to another video. Today we're going to be doing a very fun build. I call it Froggy Falls because it involves waterfalls and frogs, and it's also Cousteau's yard. There's a lot of layers here. But speaking of layers, you know what has layers? An onion. And you know what an onion is? A vegetable. And you usually have to grow vegetables. Much like I had to grow a lot of trees for this build, I used a lot of trees, and I didn't have a lot of fully grown cedar trees on my island, so I had to grow them myself, and that was so annoying. I had to go and time travel a bunch of days. I should have just went and used Nookazon and bought some trees or traded for some trees, and it actually would have saved me a lot of time. If you're not big on dumping a lot of time into Animal Crossing, I definitely recommend Nookazon. You can definitely save a ton of time by trading, so you don't have to grind for those DIYs that you missed during Bunny Day, and you just kind of decide, oh, I kind of want to collect all the DIYs, so you want to get the Bunny Day ones, but you're like, do I really want to grind for these, you know? So you just go to Nookazon. Feel free to check it out. I've used it for a long time, and if you would like some extra benefits, they do have a Crew Pro, which is kind of like Patreon, where you pay for monthly rewards. And if you use code froggycrossing whenever you sign up for that, it supports me here on the channel, and I would greatly appreciate you. But back to the video, let me show you the area we're going to be working with today. This is the left eyeball on my frog map, as you can see here. I really like my frog map. You guys should really look into doing one. Get it? Because we're standing on the eye. After starting construction, I went ahead and started building the first level of this huge mountain type thing we're going to be making, but terraforming is boring, and I know you don't want to watch all that, so look at that. It's finished. Crazy. After rounding out all the edges, I completely diverted to another task instead of finishing the one I was already working on. I started planting trees to take up all this empty space in front of the cliffs. I kind of wanted to have like a tucked away in the woods type of vibe, so you know, I put cedar trees randomly in the empty space, but don't get too attached to them because I change a lot of this later. I know, it's sad. Don't get too sappy on me, okay? Then I couldn't get up the cliffs because I forgot my freaking ladder. I really wish we could just like fly up onto the cliffs, but that's a pipe dream. So after I grabbed it, I could finally climb up and finish the second layer of the cliffs. Boom, done. And I was left with this shape on the map. So like I said earlier, this build includes Cousteau's house, so I marked out where his house was gonna go, and I also decided to cover the rest of this cliff in sand so that it would show up on the map a little bit better as well. Then it was time to actually move Cousteau's house, so I went to talk to Tom Nook. Side note, am I the only one who like struggles to get on these chairs? But I asked permission to move his house, and he said yes, like a fool, not knowing that he's gonna be completely trapped up on those cliffs. After placing it, I time traveled to the next day, skipped past Isabel's lies, and went and gathered some trees and bushes that I had been growing. I decided to end this path right here, so I rounded off the edges and reapplied those custom designs like they were a third layer of sunscreen on a sunny beach day. Then it was time for me to build the waterfalls. I was actually hoping to include a lot of waterfalls, you know, hence the name Froggy Falls, but all I could really fit are two on the side and one in the front. That's just due to the shape that this cliff space is. I don't have a lot of like straight edges. Most of the sides are like those slants, so it doesn't let me put waterfalls there. I even tried to mess with the cliffs to try to give myself some more waterfall space, but it just wasn't working. So while I was hoping for something more extravagant, I went ahead and just continued the waterfalls on the second level, and I was also able to put these little individual waterfalls in the front, so that's a plus. And I was left with this and a grasshopper who very much wanted to go for a swim, but it would look awkward if the waterfalls just went straight into the ground, would it not? So I went ahead and made some little rivers around the area just so the waterfalls had something to pour into, and so it looked more natural. Plus the back of the island here is going to be pretty swampy, pretty wet, pretty, you know, like frog habitat-y, so it fits, and we're gonna have lots of water and lots of puddles, lots of frog stuff, whatever they like. I don't know. I guess I could catch flies and place them down as little decorations, you know? Oh, I could make a picnic area. I could make a picnic area with like rotten turnips and like flies. That's totally what a frog would probably eat. And as you can see, this whole area is pretty hard to get around, or at least it looks that way. This whole cliff space is meant to be mainly decorative, I don't really think that I'm gonna be going up here. Sorry, Cousteau. He's gonna be trapped. He's gonna be a little trapped. But I did put these little stepping stones on the waterfall, so you can actually get up here. It's possible. It's just very annoying, and I don't know why I did that to myself, but I did. So that's just how it's gonna be. So after eating a lot of fruit, I did decide to go and change up the tree placements that I had here. I marked out where I put the trees because I was struggling a lot with the trees and they were going in places that I did not want them to go. And I used some small palm trees and some small cedar trees just so they wouldn't be blocking the view too much, you know? Also, if you want to keep them that way, don't forget to place a fruit sapling behind them and that'll like freeze them in place. So after that, it was a little more of sticking trees in areas, filling up the space, all that, including up by Cousteau's house. And then we're back on the floor level because I decided to just change up what I'm doing every other second. I decided to go ahead and decorate the bottom here, like the little path area. So I stuck down one decoration. I still need to finish that little sidewalk area there, but I started to go in with custom designs right here, kind of making like a little more natural sort of path leading you to the waterfall. This is actually my favorite area of the whole build. Don't ask me why. It's just this mix of custom designs that I did here. Just chef's kiss, top tier. Where's my award for this? I am waiting. I don't know who's gonna give it to me, but someone. For some reason, this turned out so good in my mind. I just love the colors. I love how everything works together. I did add some new custom designs, as you can see. I wanted some flowers, and I tried to keep everything kidcore but still kind of natural. It was kind of a struggle, you know, but it's kind of a challenge that I'm looking forward to with this back area of my island, trying to keep it natural but also kidcore at the same time. So it's going to be really fun. But of course, all those design codes will be in the description for you. I have a Google Doc with my master list, and then whenever I do new design codes, I always just try to stick those in the description themselves. And then there was kind of this empty space behind Tangy's house that I kind of wanted to fill a little bit, so I put that little flower custom design and some froggy tiles. And I do want to stick some orange cardboard boxes back there. I'm just too lazy to time travel and order them, so that'll happen eventually. And I've also been sticking custom designs in between all these trees, just kind of like where the floor is visible, I'll stick a custom design. I think it's really cute and it makes like the little forested areas less boring because you can see the cute, colorful custom designs like peeking out through the trees. Super cute. And since the trees are kind of like blocking, you know, a lot of this path area, you know, there's just this little space to walk around this little river area, I just kept it simple with custom designs and stuff that wouldn't block your view. And then I got distracted by these bugs. I don't know what was happening here. I don't know if this is like a mating dance or if they're like about to fight each other or something. And what is with this beetle just like chilling on this tree? Is he spectating? Is he the referee? Is he like a third party that's involved? Like, what's going on here? I don't know, but it kind of freaked me out, and I watched them like just run around for way longer than I should have before just like disrupting them because I didn't want them to hurt each other. But then it was time to start decorating. So I started on these little like second cliff areas. I tried to keep this mostly clear because this is where you climb up. Again, this is not very accessible. This is not very like ladder friendly. It's really annoying to get up here, and I don't know why I did that, but it is what it is. So I just stuck with like 1 or 2 items and custom designs just to keep it simple. Same thing with the other side. I really wish I could have fit some trees here. I wish you didn't have to have so much space to put a tree somewhere. It's so annoying. I wish you could stick trees literally just like on one tile and that's all they needed, but it doesn't work that way, sadly. So yeah, mostly just custom designs, making sure to keep the area clear. Then it was time to start decorating Cousteau's house, placing things randomly, trying to figure out, you know, what I was going to be doing here. I don't have a lot of space, so I have to be, you know, pretty choosy, pretty careful on what I'm actually going to be putting down. I don't think I warned you to not get attached to the palm tree up here, so I'm sorry for that. I didn't put a warning, but I got rid of the palm tree because I wanted to fit a large mushroom platform up here. I knew I wasn't going to have a lot of space to fit a lot of trees, so I wanted a little more vertical height up here. So I replaced it with a bamboo tree, the palm tree, and stuck that mushroom platform up, even included a little butterfly and twisted it around so it was like peeking out from behind it. So cute. This is just a lot of me going back and forth, trying to figure out what I'm going to place where. I changed up a lot of things, you know, custom designs, little items here and there. I always feel like I'm way more picky when it's a smaller space. Like the smaller the space is, the less items I can put. So if there's a lot of stuff I want to include, like, oh, I want puddles, I want frogs, I want mushrooms, I want this custom design, this item, then I know I have more limited space and I have to be more choosy and picky and careful of where I'm going to put things so that I make sure that everything goes where I want it to go and I want to include everything that I want to include. So it's a lot of trial and error and all that, but at the end of the day, after pausing to take pictures for some reason, even though I literally changed this a second later, I did get it all done. I went ahead and switched up these two items, the garden lantern and the rock. It was time to move on to the ground, kind of just to the left of all this. This is like, you know, this little tiny strip of land in between these two rivers. The rivers from the waterfall coming down from the mountain and the main river of the island, my little frog outline. So I found this custom design and it's just called spring grass. And it's just supposed to be like little grass that you put on top. I think it is meant for the spring, but I'm using it now in the summer, whatever. It still looks cute. And I think I'm addicted to this custom design. This is my new favorite design. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. Especially if you're doing more of a natural island. You can just stick this on any tile that like needs a little something something going on, you know? Like I didn't really want to stick a bunch of items back here and I didn't want to crowd it with a bunch of like the kidcore custom designs that I had. So I literally just like went and put a bunch of this grass everywhere and now it looks more visually interesting without being like too crowded and like too much, you know? So I did want to add some items though, just so it doesn't look completely naked. So I added another mushroom platform, some flowers, added a little karopi lantern, and then it was back to the spring grass grind. Just me putting it everywhere. Literally every free empty tile, I just decided to put this spring grass custom design. It's my new favorite, okay? I think this is a very good staple, a very good basic, I guess you would say. It's so good. I feel like this is like the cheat code to making like cute, visually interesting islands. I don't know. I feel like I've unlocked the secret to life itself, existence itself. But yeah, after unlocking the secret to life, that was it. That was it for the build. That's all I got for you today. This is it. We walk through the path. We jump on these little stepping stones, and we can use our ladder to climb up here, go up the first level, and there's Cousteau's house. How cute. So to the left, this doesn't really lead to anywhere, so it's not very like amazingly decorated. And on the right, we got a lot of empty space, so I didn't really touch anything over here because I'm not sure what's gonna go over there yet. So we're leaving that up to my future self. Here's what it looks like on the map. It ended up looking interesting, you know, but I'm not gonna prioritize my map visuals over my actual builds, you know? I like how this looks. It looks a little funky on the map, but that's okay. I forgot to record my usual sitting down outro, so enjoy me trying to take pictures here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. It really helps me out. And if you're not subscribed to the channel and you liked what you saw today, feel free to subscribe. I would very much appreciate you. Don't forget to check out Nookazon, like I mentioned, and if you're interested in following me on social media, keep up with me outside of YouTube, all of that will be down in the description for you, along with the custom design codes from today's video. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.